I bring to you an updated version of 3 of my most popular designs in the Serenitea Pot. This time, it's the Fontaine mansion entrance, the Scarlet shrine, and the Sumeru desert palace. Voyagers gave us a lot more load for the teapot, so I thought it was time for a renovation. Also, because it's probably the last time I revisit these old designs, I wanted the codes to work on the main 3 servers. So I have been working on an American account for this purpose. I already had an Asian account from, I think it was a year ago, that I also had to get some furnishings for, but yeah, that's why I've been taking so long to upload. I had to design the whole thing, get all the furnishings ready in 3 servers, and then build each thing 3 times. But it's finally here. If you just want to copy paste the codes, they're all in the description as always. The Fontaine mansion entrance is probably my least favorite of the 3. I do think it's an upgrade from the original, but I don't think it's anything too creative. I did my best to keep the essence of the original, since a lot of people enjoyed it. It's my most popular video for some reason. Yes, I expanded upon it. The main changes are on the garden with the gazebo. Now it has a tile floor pattern and a lot more detail than it used to have. The side with the fountain has some more decorations as well, and I changed the structure of the curb shape that separates it from the dirt path a little bit. And I also had to add the garden extensions in here because I thought it reinforces the idea that it's some kind of official residency or something like that. I also changed the flower pots I put on the balcony of the mansion because I thought the small fountain was a better look. It's a Sumeru fountain, but the Fontaine ones are too big to fit in that gap, so that's why it's there. I made use of the Simulanka golden arcs so I can give each garden a little bit of an entrance in a way, and I also used the petrichor stone statues in the more detailed garden because I thought it would be a really nice decoration to give the garden a little bit more character. I do think it works. I think there are less flags this time around, and also the flora is a lot more colorful than it was before because I used more plants than the first time around. Overall, I think the mansion accomplishes looking like a very elegant and lavish place to live, and I think that's the essence of the original. The shrine remake, I think, is a glow up. I added some green plants to contrast with the red tones because I think the contrast makes things more interesting. Also, I changed the cleansing pool area completely because while I like the original, I think this design is less convoluted, and also the layout lets you see into the small rectangular garden between shrine paths a lot better. The whole place is more walled than it used to be, and I also got to make more of a decoration for the exit of the place. In it, I placed some souvenir shops and Jaimiko as a companion. The companions take a lot of load, so if you don't want to use the load to have a companion over, you can totally pass on that and expand the design even further if you want. I just thought the companion made things a lot more lively, but they do take a lot of load, so if you want to decorate more, you know what to do. Also, the replicas don't carry the kitsune or the characters, so you'll have to place the kitsune by yourself. One of the small things I changed is that I added wooden stairs that connect to the shrine paths. It's one of the complaints that I got previously about it not being very natural to have to jump onto them, and I think the stairs do work a lot better. When I made the original design back in 2021, I don't think we had the wooden stairs at all yet, so yay, improvement, yay, woohoo! But yeah, I played a lot more with floating this time around to place some little details, like the small lamps that I placed on top of rocks a lot this time. In the original I didn't do floating at all. I don't remember if I even knew how to float back then, but I remember trying to make this the original as simple as possible because it was supposed to be a New Year's celebration design and I wanted it to be super simple. So here you have an upgraded version of a beloved design that I think a lot of people enjoyed back in the day, and I hope they continue to enjoy many years in the future. The Sumeru Desert Palace got the biggest change. To start, I flipped the position of the layout so that the teleport comes from the path that connects the previous teapot section to the beach. The old one was placed backwards in a way. Then, due to the increased load, I got to use most of the space in the area, which is great. Also, the original design from 2022 was created before the whole Sumeru desert got released. I think we only had the first section of the desert. So I got to use a lot of furnishings that were not available back in the day. For example, in 2022, I used the generic palm trees, and in this redesign, I got to use the Sumeru ones that feel a little bit more immersive. One of the newer details I added was a small reference to the party area with some blue grass and the big cacti looking thing, the pointy green plant in the middle. And also I added a small eremite camp within the walled enclosure. I think the camp being inside makes very little sense, but I thought it looked cool and we don't have a desert realm, so I thought if I'm going to place this, I'm going to do it now probably. So this design has so many differences with the original that I don't think I can list them all, but I do think it still keeps its original charm. One of the new additions is that I placed an alchemy table, a crafting table, and a kitchen. I thought it made the city look more realistic if the smithy could actually work, and the same thing goes for the restaurant. The alchemy bench is at a pottery shop for no reason. If you crave more details, you can remove those 3 tables plus the companion I placed, and you should have plenty of load to make it even more awesome than I made it. I just wanted to have Sino on it, okay, because I love that little guy. Anyways, another of the small things I changed was that the light source used to be the eremite torches, which I have replaced with the official desert lamp, which I think looks a lot better. Although the flames are cool, so I made sure to still keep one torch around for atmosphere. It does get cold in the desert at night after all. Let's conveniently forget that this thing is built upon a beach, okay? There is no ocean around here. None at all. Anyways, I hope this lives up to your expectations. I don't think it turned out great. I think it's the one of the 3 that really makes use of the new load allowance, because the desert furnishings are pretty low load, to be honest, and I think you can make a lot of different things with these furnishings and the new allowance, so yay! Anyway, I'll probably work on more of these redesign batches, so do tell me in the comments which ones you'd like to see next. I'm thinking the Shogun castle I made last year has some potential to get upgraded, but let me know if you want to see something else instead. Also, don't forget I do the Battle Pass furnishing review on the shorts category these days. Alright, see you around!